Hey everybody, and welcome to Ask Allie, your place for life advice with a metaphysical twist. Ask Allie is the longest running spiritual podcast on iTunes. I've been helping others there since 2005. You can catch the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher, and of course you can watch it on YouTube. Today is Monday, August 14th, 2017. I want to thank you for joining in and giving me a listen to. If you'd like to get a reading, find out more about me, or support the podcast, I'll leave the information below in the show's notes. And don't forget, if you like the episode, please rate it. Wow, I am running late today. And I'm going to be completely upfront. As I'm doing this podcast, I have no idea what the topic's going to be. I've been trying to think of one for hours as I'm doing other things, and just nothing is showing up. It's like a block. And I figure it's because I'm thinking and I'm not feeling. Maybe as I'm doing the podcast, I will feel something by the time I get to the topic, and then I'll talk about it. One could hope, or this will be a really short podcast. Just skip over the topic. Mercury went into retrograde this past Saturday, right? Yeah, the 12th, and it goes until September 5th. Try not to make any great big decisions. Try not to sign contracts. Mercury is the planet of communication. And when it's in retrograde, communication gets fouled up. Electronic devices can go awry. So it's just a good idea that you just don't make anything major, because communication is a big thing in doing major things, right? Big item. You need to communicate. So I'd put that off until September 5th. During this time, it's a fantastic period to plan. Plan and plot. What do you want to happen after September 5th, right? Okay. Today is the last podcast deal until next summer. So if you want the podcast deal that I mentioned towards the end of the show, just send me an email or send me a private message on Facebook, Twitter. I got things going off anywhere. And I will set you up with that. What else is going on? Don't forget to join me on Soul Terrific on Instagram for daily reminders of energy and soulful connection quotes and out-of-body ecstasy. Now, so the reason why most of you are at least joining me on YouTube, I don't know about iTunes, but YouTube, is the Oracle Overview of the Week time. And I am using the Gateway cards by Denise Lynn. There you go. If you are listening to this via audio and you're like, well, I wonder what the cards look like that she draws, you can Google it. I mean, Gateway Oracle Cards is a pretty popular deck. Or you can pop by to YouTube and watch the video, because I'll put the cards up. So let's see what we got going on this week. You know, there's a lot of strange energy going on that I could do without. I got enough strange crap going on. I don't need the energy to be part of it. So let's see what we got here. All right. 2, 3. Turn over. Turn over. Turn over. Huh. Not what I was expecting at all, based on the energy that's charging through this week. All right. So, card number 1, guys, is to follow your bliss. See it right there? I know there's glare on it, and I can't help it. It's just the way it goes. Let's see if I can put it closer so you can see it. Follow your bliss. There you go. At the bottom here it says, my soul sings with joy. And following your bliss, your soul does sing. Your heart sings, everything sings, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So what is your bliss? What does your heart call out for you to do? I have a lot of people who say, I don't know. I have no idea what my heart calls out for me to do. You don't know because you don't listen. You're letting your brain and your ego dictate your path instead of listening to your heart. So the ego is blocking out the heart. You got to switch it around. Let the heart block out the ego. Not that there's anything wrong with having and using your ego. It's just so it's not the dominant force on your life path. So following your bliss, what is it you want to do? This is a fantastic week to figure that out. Card number 2 is expecting miracles. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it close so you can see the bottom of it. No, it won't come in because of the glare. Expecting miracles is miracles are blossoming in my life, which is a fantastic card. And with expecting miracles, you got to let go. Miracles won't show up if you've got the energy around you so tight that you're trying to control every situation. It doesn't work that way. It never does. Trust me, I've tried it hundreds of times over the years. It won't work. So you've got to let it go. Let it go and expect miracles. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, $1 million is going to drop into your lap. It could mean that the opportunity you've been looking for shows up. It could mean you get a call from somebody you've been thinking about. Expect miracles, whatever they may be. And last but not least is giving birth. There you go, giving birth. And the card says, I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. So I don't believe this actually means giving birth to a baby. I believe this means giving birth to new ideas, new ways for you to travel down your path, new avenues to explore, brand new adventures. And if you take all three cards that I drew, follow your bliss. So what your heart wants you to do. Expect miracles by letting go. And this leads you to giving birth. Giving birth to something new and dynamic. It goes together. You know what you want. Let it go and expect miracles to happen. You give birth to something dynamic. Honestly, not the cards I was expecting. I wasn't expecting doom and gloom, but the energy this week is really volatile. And I just wasn't expecting this. So this, it's a nice surprise. Yeah. Follow your bliss, expecting miracles, and giving birth. I don't know about you, but I'm liking those cards. And I am going to go with it. Which leads me to the topic that just shows up. How do you know you're doing the right thing? And I better type that down, because when I put the show's notes up, I may not remember. Sorry, computer. I may not remember what I just said. So let me type here a second. I know how boring watching me type. How do you know you're, there we go, doing the right thing? Question mark. Now, I believe this came up because the kittens and the 2 older cats are going to the Humane Society today. Now I'm going to get upset. Oh, I'd rather not be upset. And I think that's the whole thing, is that my son and I, we've been wrestling about keeping a few of the cats. I'd like to keep all of them. I can't. That's just, it's impossible all the way around to keep all of them. So we're trying to figure out if we should keep 3 of them. And, well, only one of them is in here right now. And she's sleeping behind her mother. But we're having a difficult time coming up with what we should do. So how do you know when you make a decision that it's the right thing? Well, I think first and foremost is that when you make a decision and it's the right one, you don't keep going back and second guessing yourself. That you make a choice and you don't necessarily have to be okay with it. It doesn't have to be, the nicer of 2 paths. But when you make the choice, you don't have any regrets making the choice, right? Number 1. Number 2, I believe that if you allow your heart and your heart chakra to allow you the energy to make the choice to begin with, that you'll make the correct one. If I look at the cat situation. From my heart says, keep the 3. If my logic steps in, it says, are you flipping crazy? Okay, so I believe I've been at a war between my logic and my heart. So if you listen to your heart as opposed to the logic, that helps you know that you're doing the right thing. Now, there are instances, of course, where logic is better than emotions and heart. But there's a difference between allowing your heart or allowing the decision to come through your heart so that you are making the correct choice, as opposed to allowing your emotions to come through your heart and making the emotional choice. So that's really what it comes down to. It's not between my heart and logic. It's between emotions and logic. And in between emotions and logic, there's the correct area. And the correct area is known by how your heart area feels when you make the choice. Makes sense, doesn't it? I almost said logically, but no, logic doesn't really fit into this. It's more of a heartfelt choice, and that you're okay with the decision. One way you know that you're okay with whatever choice you make and that your heart agrees that you've made the right choice is how it feels in the heart chakra area. You take both paths and you think about path A, and how does it make you feel in your heart area? Does it feel kind of heavy and down? If that's the case, then that's probably the wrong path to go. And here comes my son. If you go path B, child, and it doesn't feel heavy in there, heavy in your heart area, then, and more light and energetic, then you're making a more energy choice. I'm talking about the cats. You knew you couldn't keep them back there. See, he made the wrong choice. But that's why I think you know, or how you know that you're doing the right thing. You don't go back and second or third or fourth or fifth guess yourself. You make a choice and you stick with it. And when you think about the choice, when you feel into the choice, your heart chakra, right here in the center, it doesn't feel weighed down, it feels joyful. That's my 2 cents anyways. What do you think, Kyle?
What?
Talking about choices. And this is video, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to stay over there. He's not properly dressed. Talking about keeping the cats,
Yeah.
right? And how do we know we're making the right decision? And I believe those are the 3 cats that will go. Yeah. I believe the way you make a choice, and you're making, I know it's Gandalf, and you're making the right choice, focus, that you're making the right choice is A, you don't keep second guessing yourself, right? See, Sarah agrees. And B, in your heart area, it feels kind of light and energetic as opposed to like a big lump of crap.
That's the keeping 3 cats.
So for you and the cats, how are you with this?
We're keeping them. That was the first one.
So you don't think that's a mistake?
No.
You don't looking back and say that it's regrettable?
No, the amount of cats is slowly decreasing, and so is your budget's going up. Yeah.
My budget's going up.
Yeah.
I'm getting more money in. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Except for certain people. You want to protect the two that actually like their
Go pet her.
what was it? Tony wanted to give some.
Anything else you'd like to add, honey?
I think the choice is pretty good.
You think the choice is pretty good?
No.
Yeah. Oh, Kira Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Here, give them to me. This is one of them we're going to keep. Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest thing in the world? Yeah, he reminds me of my Darren. Don't you? Yes, you do. Yeah. Okay. You can. Oh, not on her. Not on her. Zena is sitting beside me, and that just would have been bad all the way around. So there you go. I had a topic. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but how do you know you did the right thing? Those two ways. Okay, moving on. Podcast deal of the week and the last one until next summer is Joshua and Selena. They have a reading called Twin Flame Love. And there's 3 parts. It's what is the soul agreement between the two of you? What did you agree on to do together in this life? They're going to talk about at least 3 past lives in the reading between the two of you. And what does this current life hold in store for the two of you? Now, in case you don't want to know more about your twin flame, you can substitute a specific person for that twin flame. Okay? It's $80. If this interests you, send me an email to allietheis@yahoo.com, or you can always PM me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or wherever it is you might be. So there you go. There's your cuteness for the day. Yeah. All right. So here we are, finally, guys, at the end. It wasn't too painful. It's only about 17, 18 minutes long. Thank you for joining me here at Ask Allie. If you like this episode, please rate it and tell your friends. The more people who listen, the more people I can help have their aha moments. Join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can find out more about this podcast at AskAlliePodcast.com. You guys have yourself a fabulous week, and I will catch you next Monday when school starts. Wish me luck. See you later, guys. Bye.